Okay, so the next chapter we're going to talk about what we call the Great Restrictors. All right, and there are four that we've identified as most common. There are others, but there are four that are pretty much dominant, and they are fear, ego, in the sense of self pride, ignorance, and deception or self deception. Okay. We've discovered over the years that the thing that prevents us from taking action, from achieving a higher level of potential, are these great restrictors. And like I said, there may be others, and you can write them down and include them, but they pretty much all kind of relate back to one of these four. But if you have a different definition, by all means, use it. Relative to these four, fear is one of the biggest. Fear is the manner in which we generate or change our focus or our beliefs. I believe that all people are good. Well, that's fine. All of a sudden, you're driving down the street, a guy pulls up next to you, or a guy comes off the street with a gun, and he opens the door and he says, "Give me your money, or I'll shoot you. And by the way, give me your car too." Now, fear runs through you that you're going to lose your money, you're going to lose your car, and you may even lose your life. Okay? So, fear then has a very powerful impact on the things that you are aware of, the things that you focus on, and things that you believe. It has a way of changing things. Now, let's take that scenario a little further. So this is what happens. You're driving down, guy runs out near the stop sign and puts a gun to you and says, "I want your money and your car, or else I'll kill you." So the fear goes through you. 2 or 3 days later, you might be discussing this with somebody and you say, that seems to be an exception in life. I still believe that everybody is good. Well, there may be a little bit of self-deception there. You're locked into your belief system that you're not relinquishing yourself to what the truth really is. You're not even open to it. So now we have 2 of the 4 restrictors at work in your life in this particular instance. Right. Now we look at the third one, ignorance. Why do you believe what you believe? This is something that I'm very big on. It's not what you believe so much as why you believe what you believe. Why do you believe that? Was it because that Sister Mary Ellen in grammar school told you it was the truth? Or Father Joseph or the good rabbi had said to you that, people are basically all good and, the evil is, malfunction. It's not real. Is that a fact? Is that real? There's a famous philosopher, psychologist by the name of Abraham Maslow, who developed the Maslow theory. One of the theories that he developed is called unrealistic perfectionism. And what that says is that people tend to want to be perfect, and that's not a valid pursuit. That we're not all born equal. That we all don't have the same powers. That love doesn't conquer all. I mean, look at ISIL over there. You could love them all you want, and they're still going to chop your head off or your hands off. Those fallacies influence our life through our belief system. But ignorance is where our minds are totally closed to what might be actually going on. And one of the truisms that I see with this, with ignorance, is when people, in effect, what they're saying is, my mind is already made up. Don't confuse me with the facts. Okay. Just as I see these groups that say, well, here's a scientific fact, and they say, well, I don't believe the science. Well, if there's a controversy between scientists, I could understand that. Then it's valid. But if there's no controversy, such as like energy, okay, then you by ignoring the truth, the fact, and going on emotion, is going to impact you negatively. It's going to restrict you, and that's what these four restrictors are all about: stopping you from achieving a higher level, and you are the one that's stopping yourself. Keep that in mind.